The Tennessee panel has voted to remove a monument of a KKK leader from a state capitol. The Tennessee Historical Commission on Tuesday had voted overwhelmingly to support removing the bust of a Ku Klux Klan leader and Confederate General Nathan Bedford Forrest from the state capitol. According to local media, the panel voted 25-1 to grant the waiver that was sought by the State Capitol Commission to have the bust transferred to the Tennessee State Museum. The vote comes months after Tennessee Governor Bill Lee called on the Capitol Commission to consider the placement of the bust as leaders in cities and states across the country had moved to get rid of the Confederate symbols in public spaces and amid the widespread protest against racial injustice and police brutality following the police killing of George Floyd. While Lee said that in remarks at the time that Forrest, who was born in Tennessee, was a renowned military tactician and was part of the state's history, he also acknowledged the former commander's disturbing track record. According to the historians, Forrest had accumulated wealth in part by selling slaves before becoming a Confederate cavalry commander. After the Civil War ended, he became the Ku Klux Klan's first Grand Wizard. Lee said that last year that Forrest represents pain, suffering, and brutal crimes committed against African Americans, and that pain is very real for many of our fellow Tennesseans as they walk the halls of our state house and evaluate how he could be one of the just 9 buses elevated to a place of honor and reverence. During an hours-long meeting ahead of Tuesday's vote, the majority of those who offered testimony to the commission had voiced support for the bus's removal from the state house, according to the Tennessean. The commission's vote will reportedly allow Lee to have the monument removed from the state capitol, though the newspaper reports the process could be delayed pending a request from the Republican leaders asking for Tennessee Attorney General Herbert Slattery, who's a Republican, whether approval is needed from another entity in order to relocate the bust. I said, well, this is going to piss a lot of the Trump supporters off, removing their idol.